Yo, what's goody YTBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. So, the man Anthony Joshua now being the unified champion, WBA, IBF heavyweight champion of the world. Man, the guy got, man, he got a lot of people trying to come at him now, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people feel, you see these heavyweights I got posted up here, a lot of them might feel that, the Vladimir Klitschko might have exposed some flaws in the man Anthony Joshua's game, you know what I mean? And, there's a lot of fights out there that the man Anthony Joshua, now that the man got two belts, a lot of people going to be trying to come for his head, you know what I mean? Trying to come at him, trying to take those belts off of him. First and foremost, we have Deontay Wilder on the far left or on the right, whichever way you're looking at it. The man Deontay Wilder, the man has written on Twitter, he said basically like he's coming for you. He's coming for Anthony Joshua, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm basically paraphrasing, you know what I mean? But he's basically saying he wants to fight with Anthony Joshua. And why wouldn't Deontay Wilder want that, you know what I mean? He was out there in a Wembley Stadium, man. He was in the atmosphere and the environment, 90,000 deep. I'm sure he wanted some of that shine too, you know what I mean? Why wouldn't he? He feels he's actually been a longer champion than the man Anthony Joshua, you know what I mean? Anthony Joshua is now 19-0, 19 KOs and a unified champ, That's a remarkable feat right there, You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder, I think he got his title probably sometime in his 30th fights, you know what I mean? You check it when he beat Bermane Stavern, So, that's a good fight right there, man. And to be honest, man, will that fight happen anytime soon? Because the one common factor is that Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko have a rematch clause, you know what I mean? They have a rematch clause for the fight. So it's all up to Vlad. Will Vlad want to come back and fight, or is he done with boxing? And he said it after the fight. He has a rematch clause, He ain't make no decision right then and there in the ring, you know what I mean? He's obviously got time to think about it. So, we're just gonna have to wait and see if that happens, But in the meantime, in between time, if the man Anthony Joshua decides to fight Vlad in a rematch, he gonna have to drop that IBF strap to fight Pulev, you know what I mean? You check it. And the man, because Kubra Pulev is the mandatory for the IBF rankings for Anthony Joshua's belt. And Luis Ortiz right there next to Wilder. The man is the mandatory for the WBA. And the WBA president, Gilberto Ramirez, or is it Gilberto Mendoza, excuse me. Them fellas said, that, he's willing to make an exemption, for the Vladimir Klitschko and AJ rematch to happen, you know what I mean? So basically the man Ortiz will have to take the back burner. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to fall back and let that unification fight happen, Not unification, but a rematch, excuse me, you know what I mean? You check it. So if this man, Anthony Joshua, he's basically in a tight position right now, you know what I mean? He got to do what's best for his career. And obviously it's a business. Boxing is a business, you know what I'm saying? The man going to have to, make the best decision right now, you know what I mean? So it's all predicated on what the man Vlad's gonna do, you know what I'm saying? But Anthony Joshua did call out Tyson Fury too after he beat Vlad, you know what I mean? He called him out, he said he'd like to make that happen. That's a massive fight out there in the UK. But when will this guy be ready, you know what I mean? I made a video when I was on vacation, I think in December. December, you know what I mean? When the man Tyson Fury said he's going to come back in the spring. I made a video saying I got to see it to believe it, you know what I mean? I ain't going to believe a pipehead or a cokehead just straight off the bat, you know what I'm saying? The man is over 400 pounds. So, that fight realistically won't happen no time soon. First and foremost, this guy, Anthony Fury, got to lose all that weight, you know what I mean? To be in prime optimal shape to fight the man Anthony Joshua, dogs, this man got to lose a lot of weight and he ain't going to be ready to fight. To fight Anthony Joshua, ladies and gents, boxing heads and fight fans of the world, I don't see that fight happening in 2018, you know what I mean? So, I wish Anthony Joshua, sure, that's a big, massive fight out there in the UK, but Deontay Wilder was ringside, you know what I mean? And for whatever reason, I watched the Showtime broadcast and I watched the HBO replay. I didn't see Deontay Wilder, you know what I mean? They didn't show him on the screen at all, you know what I mean? I didn't see Deontay Wilder not one bit. They showed more Arnold Schwarzenegger than they did Deontay Wilder. I didn't see Deontay Wilder, period, you know what I mean? You check it, maybe that was, by design, that, the Sky TV or whomever, you know what I'm saying? Because Showtime, they broadcast was being broadcasted by Sky, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Al Bernstein and them fellas and Malinaji and them were in the building, but it was the Sky broadcast, you know what I'm saying? You check it, but I wish the man Anthony Joshua would have called out Wilder, you know what I'm saying? And when would that Wilder fight happen? Who knows, man? Who knows, you know what I mean? Who knows, you know what I'm saying? Because of all these mandatories that Anthony Joshua has to fulfill now, you know what I'm saying? But fellas like Luis Ortiz, he's basically saying he'll get this guy Anthony Joshua out of there in 8 rounds. And he said Vladimir Klitschko let him off the hook when he dropped him in that 8th round. I'm sorry, when Vlad dropped Son in what was it, in the 6th round, you know what I mean? And I said it on my post-fight video, if the man Anthony Joshua has Vlad goes to the body, you know what I'm saying? He would have, he would have actually had a different punch variety, and he just didn't have that killer instinct to let the man, you know what I'm saying? And he let the man Anthony Joshua off the hook, because, when I seen this man Vlad punch this guy right in the head, boom, he dropped like a ton of bricks. I'd never seen AJ like that as a pro. I seen them old videos where he's an amateur, where he fought Dillian White and Dillian White dropped him. But as a professional, this guy's been dominating every opponent he's fought, Anthony Joshua. And to get dropped by one punch, you know what I mean? That's what this man, Luis Ortiz, is now basically going off of, because your eyes don't deceive you. If Vlad, Vlad is a good, he got more knockouts than Anthony Joshua got fights. But if Luis Ortiz, who I believe is a harder puncher than the man, Vladimir Klitschko, and he's a southpaw on top of that, if he catches that man the same way, I believe he probably would have got him out of there, you know what I mean? Just basically going off of Vlad not having a killer instinct, you know what I mean? And that's no shame in his game. Vladimir Klitschko, he fought well, 41 years old, you know what I'm saying? That fight was in the balance. 95-94 was my scorecard up until the 11th round. Anthony Joshua prevailed, man. He came out gunning, man. He knew he had to end this fight right then and there before taking it to, going the distance, you know what I mean? And he did what he had to do. But I believe if it was a guy like Deontay Wilder or Luis Ortiz, but even more Wilder, you know what I mean? Because Wilder to me is one of the best finishers in the game. If that man caught the man Anthony Joshua right there, then and there, dropped him with one punch, I believe he would have finished him off, you know what I mean? I believe he would have finished him off, And, Anthony Joshua, he got to tighten up his defense, because he was taking flush shots after he got dropped. He was taking flush shots to the face, you know what I mean? Not often, you know what I'm saying? Because if it was often, Vladimir Klitschko would have probably got him out of there, you know what I mean? But, he got to tighten up his defense. He got to work on his stamina too, you know what I mean? I think I heard him say that he did take the round off, you know what I mean? Well, that round that he did take off, you know what I mean? He did lose that round, and for whatever reason, him saying that, he made the fight even closer, you know what I mean? Because if he took the round off, you can only do that if the fight, you got to fight, it's a wide margin, you know what I mean? Like you washing your opponent, you know what I'm saying? So that was, if that's what he did, that was a mistake, but I don't believe that that's what he did, took the round off. Maybe he did take the round off because he was gassed, you know what I mean? You check it, but the fight was awesome, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of fighters now who want a piece of this man, Anthony Joshua, you know what I mean? And I would love to see, basically, my question for everybody who watching this vid is, who would you like Anthony Joshua to fight next? Do you want him to get a rematch with Vladimir Klitschko? Or would you like him to fight Luis Ortiz? Would you like him to fight Kubra Pulev? Or would you like that Deontay Wilder, hopefully, unification fight before this year ends, you know what I mean? Whom would you like to see Anthony Joshua fight, you know what I mean? And let's be honest, I didn't even equate the man Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury, he's going to fight a couple of fucking tune-up fights, you know what I'm saying? Trying to gradually lose that weight, you know what I mean? Trying to come down in weight. He's not going to jump out the window and go in the ring and fight the man Anthony Joshua, you know what I mean? I don't think he's going to do that, I think he's going take some tune-up fights, you know what I'm saying? So realistically, if like I said, I didn't believe that he would be back in the spring. Now he's talking about July. All right, let's say come back July, fights Joe Schmo. You know what I mean? Then he probably gonna fight somebody maybe in the fall. You know what I'm saying? Maybe October. He's not fighting AJ anytime this year. You know what I mean? And I think Anthony Joshua and them know that the man is, you know what I'm saying, he's out of shape, you know what I mean, but he is still the lineal champ, you know what I'm saying, but, I think they know that's an easy fight for him right now. Let's say, if they did call the man out like they did, you know what I'm saying, and the man Tyson Fury, pride got in the way and he just jumped in there, they know that's an easier fight for Anthony Joshua than facing the southpaw Luis Ortiz or even facing Deontay Wilder, you know what I mean? That's just point blank what it is, you know what I mean? You check it and, everybody got flaws. Ain't no fighter who's perfect, you know what I mean? And in the end, everybody could get knocked out. That's why it's heavyweight boxing, you know what I'm saying? But I think there was a lot of flaws that was exposing the man Anthony Joshua's game, even though he did win, you know what I'm saying? But Vladimir Klitschko took this man, he took him in the trenches, you know what I mean? Life and death situation, you know what I'm saying? He swole that man face up, dropped him, more vicious than, the fifth round drop that AJ dropped Vlad with, you know what I'm saying? And, these younger guys right there, they saying, yo, that guy's 41 years old, you know what I mean? Fellas is not trying to come at him, and it's good for boxing, man, and I'd love to see a unification. Me personally, my personal fight that I'd like to see first and foremost for AJ, at least before 2017 ends, I'd like to see him fight the man Deontay Wilder, you know what I mean? And I'd like Deontay Wilder in the meantime, in between time, I know he's going to fight Bermane Stiverne next, you know what I'm saying? He need to get a fight with Joseph Parker, try to get that WBO strap off of him. Or if Joseph Parker snatches the WBC off of him, so be it, you know what I mean? I just want to see a unification. But to me, the best fight that could be made in heavyweight boxing right now is Anthony Joshua with his 100% KO ratio versus Deontay Wilder, who's 39-0 with 38 KOs, you know what I mean? Let me know in the comment section what you'd like to see Anthony Joshua do next. Fight Vlad in a rematch, fight Luis Ortiz is mandatory, fight Kubra Pulev is other mandatory, fight Deontay Wilder, or fight the man Tyson Fury. Which fight makes sense and which one would you like to see best? B Marsh Boxing, thanks for listening. I'm going to catch you on the next video, and I'm out. 1.